The politics in the United States is taking some pretty interesting turns. The former American president has yet again been caught in a legal case. Donald Trump is now liable to pay $5 million in a sexual abuse case, a case in which he was absent throughout the trial. So what about the sitting American president, Joe Biden, who's been dodging press conferences? This at a time when he's running for the top job. Will Donald Trump's recent court case affect his presidential run? And is Biden using a strategy, a deliberate strategy, to ignore the press altogether? Our next poll gets you the details.
U.S. President from 2017 to 2021, Donald Trump has been the frontrunner in opinion polls for the Republican presidential nominations. The former president has an ability to weather controversies. Controversies that could sink other politicians. But Trump has a unique base of supporters. So let's start with what Trump is facing right now. Trump has been found guilty in a sexual abuse case, a case where he had abused E. John Carroll, a magazine writer, in the 1990s. But since this is a civil case, Trump will not face any criminal consequences, like going to jail. The former president is liable to pay $5 million to Carroll, but his lawmakers have raised an appeal. This will let Trump dodge the $5 million payment as long as the case is on appeal. So what is the case all about? It revolves around E. John Carroll, who claims that she was raped by Trump. She said that Trump forcibly touched her in a dressing room in Manhattan. Reports say Carroll did not come out to the authorities earlier because she feared that Trump would use his wealth to hush the situation. Although Trump did not testify at the trial, he was seen mistaking Carroll as his ex-wife, Marla Maples, in a deposition in 2022. He even went further and said that he could not have raped Carroll as she was not his type. Just to remind you, Trump is now guilty of sexual abuse. But the court did not find him guilty of rape.
Yeah, I mean, look, strange verdict. This was a rape claim. It was a rape case all along, and the jury rejected that, but made other findings. So we'll obviously be appealing those other findings, but they rejected her rape claim, and she'd always claimed this was a rape case. So it's a little perplexing, but we move forward.
Now we pose the major question: does the court's verdict threaten Trump's run for presidency? Well, it seems unlikely. You see, Trump's supporters see his legal woes as efforts by opposing parties to target him. Trump has cited the Carroll trial as a Democratic plot. He said that Carroll made up the allegations to politically harm him. In Trump's previous hush money case, in which he was charged for falsifying business records, his poll numbers had actually gone up. Trump has always said that cases against him are politically motivated. The business mogul has a history of manipulating his supporters. There was a time when he wanted to remain in handcuffs during a trial. Another instance was when he said that he didn't care if he got shot by the police. All of this was to show the audience that he was being targeted. Targeted by opposition parties who didn't want him to succeed. Strategists say that pro-Trump voters will not change. They will continue to stand by his side. His supporters are convinced that Trump is just a victim of unfair treatment. On the other hand, the sitting American president Joe Biden is currently facing one of the lowest approval ratings. Reports show that Biden has almost abandoned news conferences. Studies show that Biden averaged 10 news conferences in his first 2 years in office. But Trump did better in this space. He averaged over 19 news conferences during the same period. Why is Biden slipping away from news conferences? Critics say that news conferences always carry risks for politicians. Risks such as performing badly or making certain gaffes. Is Biden trying to hide something? Especially while his family faces brutal accusations on tax crimes and foreign lobbying. Reports say that Biden has not entertained any major newspaper since taking office. The White House Correspondents Association has urged the White House to return to the habit of the president regularly facing reporters in formal news conferences. Will President Biden start attending press conferences? Would Biden's approval rating witness a new rise? Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.